snake proofing with the dogs, so we're showing them how to identify these venomous snakes through sight, sound, and smell, and then we're teaching them to have the proper reaction to this stimuli, which is going to be to create distance and move away from the smell of the venomous snake. The problem with a lot of the visual training is that the snake's camouflage works really great. So if we're relying on the dog to see the snake, that's most likely not going to happen. So I really focus on the scent portion of this. Visual acquisition is okay, sound acquisition is okay, but for me the scent profile is the biggest and most important part of this work. Hooked up to the safety line.
Okay.
And then I'm going to get in position and I'm going to tell you where the snake is and when to move forward.
Okay.
And then your job is to move forward. As soon as the dog reacts, I want you to just start praising your dog and moving away from the snake. Okay? And put this on the dog, please. Slow down, slow down. Breathe. Back up, yes, good voice now.
He made eye contact with that snake twice while he was resisting.
All right, perfect.
I mean, it's. I'm sorry. I saw him. He looked at it. Back
Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so go ahead and walk all the way around the box, please, and we'll head back in. Really strong scent profile. It's almost overwhelming. It's like you walking into a room of like burning hair or something. Like you'd be like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what it's like for the dog. That scent profile, there's a lot of moisture in the ground right now, so it's holding real low. And as they get in, it gets more intense, and they drop their head to try and figure out where it's at. Yeah. Then we're looking for the visual acquisition there.
Okay. Especially while they've already been crawling all over the area.
Yes, exactly. Lots of scent profile here, and some coming out from the tent. So it's kind of funny because as I'm standing over here, as they walk past the tent occasionally, they'll turn into the tent and they'll freak out for a minute. They'll be like, "Whoa!"
Yeah. Good boy, good boy, good.
Good boy, Jake. Breathe. Yes. Good job. So living in Texas, snakes are an inherent issue for us. They're pretty much everywhere you go. With that being said, there's a lot of snake bites that happen every year that could easily be avoided if we spent the little bit of time it takes to acclimate the dogs to these snakes, their scents, the sounds, and the way that they look. Once the dog understands that the snake means danger to it, it's going to change its behavior. So when we do snake proofing here, it's a little bit different than other places. We really try to focus on getting the dogs to observe and identify these snakes through sight, sound, and smell. Once the dog is built in association with the snake, then in the scent, then we start to build an association with the punishment that comes along with the snake. Usually I don't use e-collars to teach new behaviors. I don't believe in punishing for teaching. That's not something that we do here. However, this is a critical lesson the dog needs to learn, and if they were to ever fail at this task, their life is in danger. So we want to make sure that the dog not only can identify the snake, but also knows that the response to any of the stimuli from the snake, whether it be sight, sound, or smell, is to immediately create distance between it and the snake. In doing so, it ensures that its own safety is looked after. The dog can act as an early warning system for the humans and other animals around it to help keep them safe as well. So it's not just about keeping your dog safe, but it's also about getting your dog trained so that when you walk around, your dog can tell you if there's a snake nearby and keep you safe as well. What we did today with the dogs was cruel or inhumane, or that it was focused on punishment?
Oh no, absolutely. I think it was just for an instant, it got their attention, and it immediately taught them what the point that was trying to get across. And so, no, I think it was a great tool to use in this instance.
My feeling is I would rather the dog got zapped by an e-collar than bit by a rattlesnake.
Absolutely.
And this is my dog, Scout. And we signed up for snake class today because Scouty got bit actually a couple weeks ago. And it was really scary and really expensive, and he survived that, but where we live, there's snakes. So I just need to know that we can prevent something like that from happening again by, training him to be aware of snakes, what they smell like, and what to do, to get away from that. And that's what he learned today. It was really amazing seeing him catch that scent on the back side of that fenced area and totally change his direction. So I think it worked.
Yeah.
Did you think the value of the class was good?
Yeah.
Cost versus value?
After what I spent when he got bit, yes sir, that was a great deal.
Awesome.